Good evening and welcome everybody to our first ever virtual winter concert here at NHS. My name is Derek Wheelsma, I'm the NHS Music Director, and tonight you're going to hear selections from our student ensembles including concert band and combined choir. This concert is extremely different from what we would typically put on during this month, and the work that our students have put in to make tonight happen has been nothing short of extraordinary. We started this school year fully remote with Zoom rehearsals, which are not really the best setup for ensemble music. Fortunately, we were able to very quickly transition to having outdoor rehearsals, where we learned to all keep a foot on our music stand so it doesn't blow away. And then much more recently, we've been able to transition to in-person rehearsals during the school day under our hybrid model. All of these changing circumstances have been an enormous challenge for us, but our students have risen to meet the odds, and I'm so proud of the work that they've done. So our first selection tonight will be Silent Night, sung by combined N-Harmonics a cappella choir and concert choir. This video features visuals from our town common, which has been so beautifully lit up this year, and even tells the story of how this timeless carol came to be. I hope you enjoy.
On December 24th, 1818, the curate of a parish in Obendorf, Austria, Joseph Mohr, gave a poem he had written to a friend of his, Franz Gruber, who was also the choirmaster and organist in that church. He asked Mr. Gruber if he would write music for his poem, and he might write it for 2 solo voices and guitar accompaniment. Because of the organ being broken, he desperately wanted music to be part of the Christmas Eve service. Mr. Gruber wrote the melody to a song which has become the most beloved of all Christmas carols. Stille Nacht, in English, Silent Night, Schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe, Sleep in Heavenly Peace.
This year has been difficult for all of us, and musicians have been hit especially hard. Concert halls are closed, tours and Broadway shows have been canceled, and restrictions have prevented musicians from rehearsing together. I believe that we can come back stronger from this, but only if we do so together. So if you've enjoyed what you've heard this evening, I would love for you to consider making a donation to the Northbridge Music Boosters. This group does so much for us and for our students. They allow us to purchase resources for music education, to send students to competitions, festivals, district and all-state festivals. And they even provide scholarships for students who plan on studying music after high school. If you're interested in making a donation, any amount would be greatly appreciated. Please visit the website on screen now to find out more about all that this group does for our students. And on behalf of all of us in the Northbridge Music Department, thank you. Now before we close out tonight, there's just one thing we could not leave out. In a year filled with change, it's nice to have just a few things that stay the same. And a Northbridge High School holiday concert is not complete without our finale, Christmas Pop Sing-Along. Typically performed by our concert band, this year we had to have small sections from each part of the band come in, spaced 10 feet apart in our auditorium to rehearse and record. I'm so thankful to these students who volunteered so much of their time to come in and make this happen. This year we have some interesting visual components, including a drive down our very own church street, which has been so beautifully lit up this year, and a few other things that I'll leave as surprises for you. So wherever you find yourself tonight, I hope that you can sing along with us, and I hope you enjoy Christmas Pop. Before we wrap up tonight, I just have a few special thank yous I want to hand out. Thank you to our administration for their support, our superintendent Amy McKinstry, our principal Tim McCormick, who lent us his voice on Silent Night, and our vice principal Eric Tracy. Thank you to my professor Don Reese, who recorded the guitar track for Silent Night. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Newton, our new broadcast teacher, and Chip Gagner for spending so much time last Wednesday afternoon to get all the cameras set up for our recording session. And thank you to Chip Garrigan for the countless hours of editing and color correcting you spent on those videos. Thank you to all the students who volunteered and gave so much of their extra time to make this happen. And finally, thank you to all the parents, families, and to everyone watching for their support of our musicians and our music department. And especially to the Northbridge Music Boosters, who have helped us so much these past couple of years. I'm so glad you could all join us this evening for such a wonderful concert. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Northbridge.